is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We got another battle report for you today. We are doing our 100 cultist spam Chaos Space Marine list. If you guys are playing Chaos Space Marines, the new codex is coming out in about a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it may be by the time you see this video. So if you guys are going to play this, play it now. I just wanted to make a quick video for some ideas potentially with the new codex, but this is the new points drop. We were able to get 100 extra points from the previous points that we saw. I don't really have a RTT or GT coming up anytime soon where I can literally run this, but I wanted to make a quick video, put it out there as soon as possible so you guys can see it before the new codex comes out, because all these videos are going to be a little bit null and void. The tactics won't. The tactics for, you know, playing Chaos Space Marines and where you put your models, how aggressive you have to be, all that stuff is really what this whole channel is about, is to teach you guys better 40k tactics and rules and all this stuff. So if you guys are new to the channel, thanks for clicking on the video. Wouldn't be doing this without my Patreons. If you guys want to get in the competitive scene, patreon.com is the way to do it. If you have a coach in your corner, like one of our Dirtbag Nation coaches, we get to ask any questions, ideas, list ideas, tactics, just to get better at 40k in general. That's really what Patreon is for. And we're super close to $1,000 Patreon giveaway. A lot of stuff that we've been saving up over the past couple months, we're giving it away just like we did last time once we hit 500. So once we hit 1,000 and we hit 10,000 subscribers, which we also are very, very close on, we're going to be giving away that away all to the Patreons. So what we have coming up, we have Lone Star Open. So if you guys are going out to that, we have Atlantic City Open. We have Las Vegas Open all the way in January. That's not for a while. But then we also have Nova Open in the Northeast. So if you guys are going to any of those, make sure you come up to me and say you're a dirtbag. I got some limited edition dirtbag dice left. If you guys are Grandmasters and you order anything from the merch store, you get this limited edition dirtbag dice sent to you as well. So new merch is out on Discord. We got the widgets, so the 6-inch widgets, 6, 2, 3, 4, and it breaks off into a little 3-inch widget. Super bright lime green and orange options. All the stickers up on the merch over at Discord. The dice, a limited edition, so these dice are not going to be bought again. So if you guys want the last dice edition, these are the ones to order. They're going to be, you know, hopefully not sold out too soon, but we should have them before the next GT, because we're going to order a whole new set all at once dice coming up. So if you're interested in any of that and the proxies, we got the Assassin and Kodias for our Grey Boys, and then 2 Space Marine characters for any of those guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over picture by picture, turn by turn, what we did good, what we could have done better, the tactics, what we liked and didn't like, and then also the mission of the list. So we're going to go over the list first, and then we're going to get into the battle report, which is a 30-minute quick battle report for anybody who is new to the channel. So let's get into it. All right, so testing out the 100 cultists. We got Abaddon leading it off with 10 legionnaires. 100 cultists, so we got 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. Then we have the demons. We have 10 demonettes, 5 seekers. This type is going to proxy as a beast of Nurgle. We have a sorcerer with Nurgle, 1 unit of Nurglings, a Hellbrute with 3 bikes, all plasma, and then we have a Predator tank with the heavy bolters and the autocannon, Havoc launcher, and combi weapon. And then we have the Vindicator, 175 points, new points update with the crown. Everything within 9 inches of the crown gets a 4 Vinbone save. It is per model. So if you have a couple models that are out, you don't have to take it on them. You can take it on the little guys that are in. And that's 2,000 points. All right, we got DeathWatch today. Jack, what do we got?
We have a squad of heavy intercessors, a squad of aggressors with the biologist apothecary with blade driven deep, so that gives them the ability to infiltrate. Squad of Insectors with the bolters, 2 Brutalis Dreadnoughts, 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts, and 1 Ballistus Dreadnought. 2 squads of Infiltrators, both with Phobos Librarians. We have a Phobos Captain, that's a converted model I use. Squad of Inquisitorial Henchmen and a Callous Assassin. We are trying to Vanguard Spearhead, and let's see how this works.
All right, just look at this list. It is insane. So I did change it up at the last team tournament, but again, it doesn't really matter because this list is going to be null and void in a couple weeks. But just the amount of guys, I did buy the little bases at the bottom, so when you attach it, you know exactly what color they are. That helped out a lot. So if you're ever going to run more than 20 guys in a list, and they're going to be close to each other, make sure you get those things. I bought them off Etsy. The little base poppers, you just kind of pop them on your model, and then it color codes every single one of them. But I was going to paint them. Now that they're damned and they're not actually Chaos Astartes or whatever, Heretic Astartes, whatever they're called, they're not probably going to be used as much, so I'm not going to paint all 120 just to sit on the shelf. But I was going color coded red, purple, green, and blue, and then these guys are already painted over here. The Seekers, super good. I wonder how they're going to be in the new codex. The Demonettes, they're okay. And the crown is, I wonder what the hell the crown is going to get in the new edition. So, the mission that we are playing is Vital Ground. The deployment looks kind of like this. So we have the 3 objectives in the center, 2 on the outskirts. We're starting 30 inches in the center all the way to the corner, 30 inches in the center all the way to the corner. He's got a bunch of infiltrate. We have some infiltrate up here, and then our bikes up in the corner ready to do any actions or secondaries. We basically have the crown behind these 2 terrain features, so that way you can't shoot it on the other side, and everything within 9 inches gets a 4-up invuln save. So basically just draw a 9-inch bubble around this thing, and that's all the invuln save we have. It's disgusting. Like if you watch the videos for the Chaos Space Marine, I took a bunch of pictures. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on it, but it was part of the GT, the team event that we just had. The pictures I had of this crown surrounded by 100 cultists is just hilarious, and trying to chew through all that 4-up invuln save is brutal. So this is the deployment. For us, for over here, we got all the dreads kind of lined up. This guy's behind cover over here. 2 dreads over there, 1 dread here, and then 1 in reserve so that we can rapid ingress if he needs to. These guys have infiltrate, and be able to redeploy after knowing who goes first. I would definitely be running this because it sounds like something that I would want to do. Everything is basically loan up, and you get to redeploy, which is just nuts. So I put these guys down here so that way I have some type of movement for my Seekers in case they scout move 9, and then I can get cleanse on these 2 objectives. I took tactical because of this. So. And the reason I took tactical is this center objective is technically not there. So we didn't find out until we started the turn. I was like, well, wait, isn't this objective gone? And we're like, shit, yeah, it is. So I went from fixed to tactical. So we're testing out the first time ever this list with tactical, which was similar because I still have units that are really good at tactical, but it's different because this list is made for fixed, cleanse, and deploy teleport armors. So instead, we get rid of the center objective. So we actually get first turn, and what we do for first turn, since we didn't go fixed, we didn't really know what to do with the Seekers. We kind of just scooted them up, and we weren't sure if we wanted to charge, kind of hide them behind cover, or do whatever. I probably should have just charged to tie this unit up, but they have power fists, and they probably would have wiped the squad anyway. So our turn 1, we get bring it down. Great start, and aerial denial. So aerial denial, we run up our Nurglings to get wholly within 6 inches of this little bottle right here. So once they get wholly within 6, that gets me aerial denial for 5. All the other cultists basically just scooch up and get line of sight. This is where Jack messed up and we kind of reset. He gave me a straight line of sight to basically most of these cultists right here. Now Abaddon and the Hellbrute being within 6 inches of both these cultists, basically these guys as well, I'm able to just put all the shots into this unit over here with the full rerolls, critting on 5s, auto wounding on 5s, lethals on 5s. So we're able to just mow down everybody in this entire unit on turn 1. So I think after that, this is what was left. He had the character right there, which is what we had line of sight to, and then this guy left. So instead, we reset and we put basically 4 guys back in the unit with the character. So I think he only lost 1 guy. 3, 4, 5, 6. So he lost 2 guys. So he lost 2 guys compared to 5 guys, and then we reset, gave him 4 guys and a character. So we just pretended that I couldn't see him turn 1 because he had redeploy, which he could have technically redeployed out of line of sight, so then I wouldn't be able to have anybody. So it would have put some random shots on the dreads back here, but that's about it. Dreads having stealth built in, is really good, and the -1 damage on these dreads also really good. So I can see why this list is super fun to play. So if you have these dreads just laying around, I would definitely try it in DeathWatch. This list actually is, I really like this list. I liked playing against it. So Blake's scooted up over here, get some line of sight within 12 inches of this unit, and just wanted to plasma overcharge, do as much as we possibly can to kill some Marines. All the other cultists basically ran up. Abaddon and Hellbrute stayed behind the cover, and we didn't have to protect our backfield yet because it's still turn 1. So after turn 1, we can then move the Legionnaires back to protect the backfield after turn 1. So our turn 1, we get 5 for Arrow of the Nile and nothing for Bring Down, which we ditch because we're just too far and we don't really want to focus on specifically killing them. If I can kill all of his infantry and then focus on the dreads later, that would be my goal. So his turn 1, he gets extend battle lines and behind enemy lines. So behind enemy lines is not really going to get anywhere near me because there's just too much shit in the way. And then for the extend battle lines, that's super easy. You just have to hold one of the objectives, which he already does, and then his home field, so he gets 5 points for that. Super easy turn 1. He does move up his guys. So again, after these guys survived, he had 2 of these guys back here and a Phobos Librarian left after some plasma. He bring these guys back. They then scooch up and just mow down my Seekers. So it's an expensive unit. They have a ton of bolters. I think what he should have done, again, with this unit is use them as just a gun platform and try not to get shot back. So he basically just traded this unit for a unit of Seekers, which I don't think was a good trade. So he should have just kind of stayed in the cover behind this little ruin, which was line of sight blocking. If he would have just stayed right here and shot the Seekers, he could have done the same thing, or shot all of the cultists back here. Like one of those two he could have done and still be safe in this terrain feature. High toughness, you know, just waited another turn because I'm probably not going to charge them with my cultists. I'd rather shoot them. So that's what he should have done, was keep them safe for at least 1 or 2 more turns. So instead he just kind of sacrificed and gave me a juicy target to just aim everything at and just unload on this unit. So his turn 1, he got 5 points. Our turn 2, we didn't control anything in the center. He's got a dread right here. He's got, you know, the guys on the objective over there. So we only controlled a home field objective, which is 2 points. This is just super low game map. We actually just played a live game with Chaos Space Marine versus Grey Knights with this map. And if you can control one almost the entire game and just fight him off the other one, you're basically going to win the game. So that's going to be our goals. Our goal is going to control this bottom one with this dread and fight him off this one the entire game. That's our mindset going into Vital Ground. So our turn 2, we get 2 points. We get behind enemy lines for 3 and a tempting target. So behind enemy lines, we have to get somebody in his deployment zone, which is basically 30 inches up all the way to the corner. And I think for us to do that, we get our Nurglings or an Assassin. Who do we get? Oh, he left one little spot back here for our Beast to get back there. So our Beast actually got behind enemy lines for us for 3 points. That little ass corner he was able to give us. So he gave us that. And then for behind enemy lines and attempting target, he chose, I think, this target down here. So this one was pretty easy for me to get to because I had most of my guys up here anyway. But this one I had to really move up or advance up and charge, really just move up and then charge to get more bodies than his dread on this objective. I think it's a 4 or 5 OPSEC dread. So all I need is, you know, 4 or 5 guys on this objective to take it to get tempting target, which we do. So we move up these guys, keep them in a line. So you have the non-color guys right here, the red guys right there. They're all within 6 of Abaddon. So that way you get the full rerolls. And then this unit's within 6 of the helper to get the crits. So we're able to take this guy down to 10 wounds, charge it, survive because a bunch of them are still wholly within 9 inches of the crown. So he starts attacking the white unit, which we kill a bunch of these guys near the crown for the 4-up invuln save. So all these guys are still alive on the objective. So now we're basically bogging down this objective right here. And up here, we are bogging down the objective up here. So you can tell the different color codes. You got the purple guys, you got the black base guys, and you got the white base guys over here. This unit dies, basically leaving the apothecary left from all the shots and charges from the chaos. And then we this guy rapid ingressed up here, and basically gets onto the objective. I think he counter charges, or on his turn moves up, charges, and gets onto the objective. But these guys tie up this dread with the Nurglings. I know his fist can't kill all 3 in combat, so we charge that just to kind of tie him up for one more turn, which I love Nurglings doing into Dreadnoughts. This Predator scooches up to get line of sight. The Vindicators still can't get line of sight to anybody because we're kind of bogged down our own deployment zone back here. Legionnaires scooch back to try and block out anything back here from coming in on the objective. And that was our turn 2. So pretty simple. Turn 2, just basically move up and clog everything on the objectives. And then his turn 2, he gets 2 points for holding his home field. He gets engage in all fronts and no prisoners. So engage in all fronts, he drops down his 3-man guys back here in my deployment zone. He's got the assassin up here in the top left. He's got his guys in his home field, and then these guys back here. So he gets 5 for engaging all fronts, which is super easy for him. And then no prisoners, he's got to kill shit. So no prisoners, I believe he kills this Nurgling. Pretty simple. And I believe he finishes off my dude up here. Yeah, so he finishes off my beast of Nurgle in the back corner, and he finishes off the Nurgling in combat with this guy. So that's 4 points for no prisoners, and then he's not really able to do anything tying down these 2 guys. We rapid ingress our demonettes right here. They need an 8-inch charge out of deep strike, but we rapid ingress them because we have the CP, so that way they're able to kind of scooch up. And if I can get charge off on these guys in the corner, I will. But instead, I just want to take over and keep more bodies, 2 obsec bodies on this objective to deter him from moving up these guys and trying to steal it from me. So that's the game plan. Abaddon is going to have some fun in the back corner here, trying to kill the intercessors that basically came down in the deployment zone. What else? We got this dread getting whittled down. This librarian's in combat with the solo guy. The apothecary died. And then we got this dread on 6. This guy's full, and these guys are holding the backfield objective. This guy's whittled down to 10 wounds still. Not doing a ton to this guy. So that's his turn 2. Our turn 3, we get 12 points for Vital Ground. We hold both these objectives and our home field objectives, so we get 12 points, which is huge in this mission. Investigate Signal and deploy teleport homers. We ditch Investigate Signal because there's literally nothing in the corners I have. He killed my my dude up here. So I basically ditch Investigate Signal, and we pick up Storm Hostile Objective, which again, I already have the objectives. So I'd have to steal his home field objective, which I'm probably not going to get, so it was a really bad trade-in for me. But our deploy teleport homers, we pass our battle shock for our bike up here, and he comes back in right where the beast was and does deploy teleport homer for 5 points. So that was a huge comeback for our bike back here, getting us 5 points in his home field objective. The dreads are all still alive. This guy fell back. He's got 1 wound left after the demonet's charge. It did some mortal wounds to it. We throw some grenades at it with the cultists. So he kills all but 2 of this, or no, we have 2, 4, 5 left of this white. I think it's only 2, honestly. I think there's 2 left of this unit right here, and there's still a bunch of red guys left in the unit. There's 2 demonettes left. The Predator slowly scooches up to try and get some shots off on the Predators. Predator into dreads, not that good. Way better into infantry with the extra AP. The Predator back here shoots the intercessors, kills 1 or 2. Abaddon then his unit charges them, finishes them off. Dude came down, the sorcerer, gave +1 AP to this dread, which is a huge difference with 2-up saves. So all of the shots, basically 1 CP, fall back, shoot, and charge. So all the shots going into the dread having a 3-up save, way different than having a 2-up save. So we actually clear this dread off the objective finally. And then these dreads are slowly moving up. So he's got a dread on 2. This dread's almost dead. Full 1. So the dreads are starting to slowly come down with all the grenades and auto critting and stuff like that, with all the cultists. So then our turn, his turn 3, he gets 2 because he holds the backfield objective. He gets capture any outpost, which he's not going to get, and tempting target, which he's not going to get. So 0 for secondaries for Jack on turn 3. Our turn 3, we get 12 again for primary. This was the Dread finally dying, exploding. He might have yeah, I think I overwatched him. I think that's how he died. So he basically moved up. I overwatched him with cultists, and the cultists did the final wound to the Dread to finish it off. So that was really funny. I had to take a picture of that. So his turn 3. He's basically moving his dreads up, gets in combat with my predator, leaves it on 1 wound. This dread scooches up, 2 wounds left. This dread is just trying to kill cultists left and right with his sweep attack. Not doing a ton with that because I still have some guys left back here in the 9-inch bubble. So they're taking most of the saves. He brings in these guys back here, walking in from reserves to get some shots off on the cultists to try and take the objective back. Our turn 4, we get another 12. So we go 2, 12, 12, and then essentially 12 again on the 5th turn. But turn 4, we get 12 points because, again, we hold this one, that one on a home field. We're just kind of ignoring his objective. We get no prisoners, so we have to kill as many dreads as we possibly can, and we get defend stronghold. So hopefully we can defend our stronghold with Abaddon and 10 legionnaires still on our home field objective, which we do. We get 3 points for that. And we kill, I think, 1 or 2 dreads this turn. Predator scooches over. 1 CP, fall back, shoot and charge. So Pred comes back, gets line of sight onto these guys out of range, so I can't shoot it. So we basically line back up to this dread. We kill the 1 dread at the top there on this objective. We killed this dread with Abaddon charging it. And then we killed this guy's unit with all of the shots from this cultist squad. So the cultist squad go into this unit. They get the full rerolls to hit and wound, or to hit from Abaddon, and they're within 6 inches of the Hellbrute, so they just mulch down this unit right here. So we killed that unit, killed 2 dread, so we got our 5 points for no prisoners. His turn 4 goes back to a 2, holding his home field objective. He basically charges this bike to try and kill it, stop me from getting any more secondary points with a solo bike, which is hilarious. He gets assassinate, which he's not able to kill Abaddon, and then overwhelming force. He's got to kill models on objectives. So the only models on objectives are basically full 20-man blobs, 10 to 20-man blobs of cultists. So he's not able to get that. So just a rough game for Death Company going into DeathWatch going into Chaos Space Marine cultist spam. Turn 5, we get 12 again. We control the top. It's sticky now because of cultists, so we can leave it. Down here, it's sticky. Home field is sticky. So we got 12. And then we get assassinate and secure no man's land. So we have to try and kill his 1 librarian back over here, which I think we do with our predator. So predator scooches up, gets within 12 inches, just annihilates the librarian. Everything else just kind of running forward now. So basically we have the entire board. We're just running forward just to get somewhere. We score our 10 points for secondary, and then we turn it over to Jack on final turn. Final turn, he isn't able to get anywhere, so he gets 2 points for primary. And then he gets Bring It Down, which he can't finish off this guy because he's behind an objective. He ditches that one, gets Storm Hostile objective, can't control any of these objectives, and then Secure No Man's Land, obviously can't control that. So, guys, pretty rough game for Jack in this situation. So, first time he went into the cultist spam, we got 84. DeathWatch got 32. For primary, we got 38 out of 50. For secondary, I was surprised for tactical with this list, we got 36 out of 40. So this list shows that you can run either tactical or fixed, depending on the situation and the mission, that you're still able to get high points on. 10 out of 10 for battle ready. So his primary, which was a killer, he was able to control his home field objective all game, which was 2 points every turn. That got him 8 out of 50 for primary. And then for the secondaries, he started off strong. He got 5 turn 1, 9 turn 2, and then wasn't able to get a secondary after turn 2. Just what he was drawing compared to where he was at in the game state, it was super hard for him to get. Let's go through it. Capture the outpost, tempting target, assassinate, overwhelming force, bring it down. Like, it was just bad draw after bad draw after bad draw going into that. So what we would have done differently, again, I already mentioned it on turn 2, was keeping these guys alive as long as possible, because they're going to do most of your damage, these dudes, and your dreads scooching up, taking an objective, not spreading out as much. So if you can get 2 or 3 dreads on this objective, 2 or 3 dreads on this objective, and basically we're fighting over, like, you're controlling one reliably, fighting over the second one. So I think this is the one you're going to try and control reliably, having these guys behind the cover and just shooting whatever gets on the objective. So that's going to be your primary objective, and then this one's going to be the one that you're going to be shooting and fighting over. That way you're able to get at least 7 every single turn compared to 2, and then potentially getting 12 1 or 2 turns at the end of the game, especially going second, trying to get a 12 going second on the final turn. That would have given you, let's say, another 5 10 15 plus 15, no, 5 10 10, so 5 10 15 25 more points. That would have been 33 to 38. So you would have only been down by 5, which I probably wouldn't have gotten 12s. So we probably would have been tied for primary, and then it would have just come down to the secondary score, which you would have had more guys to compete for secondaries rather than just getting mulched down by cultists with this this dude right here. So that would be my suggestion for the DeathWatch. For Chaos, again, this was super crazy, super fun list. These guys are all 3D printed. They're super cool cultist models. I have no idea where, you know, my printer got, or dude who prints for me got them from, but super cool models. Renegades. These are the actual cultist models, but I ran this at the team tournament. I was the guy that jumped on the grenade because nobody really wanted to face 100 cultists with Abaddon and a crown. But it was super fun playing 3 games of that. And yeah, let me know in the comments below what you're excited about for the Chaos Space Marines. Let me know what you liked about the DeathWatch, if you like that type of list. Let me know if you want to see more DeathWatch on the channel, because Jack loves playing them. And let me know what you want to see coming up on the channel. Head over to Discord for all the memes in the world. If you guys want to support the channel, Patreon is the best way to do it, so that way you see these videos ahead of time on patreon.com before they hit YouTube. And if you guys want to coach in your corner, that's the Competitive Dirtbag Nation. Patreon is the Competitive and Grandmaster. So guys, appreciate it. Good luck. We'll see you in another video soon. What's up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are thinking about joining the Patreon page, we're going to go over each tier and how it's going to benefit you and what you're looking for specifically to get out of 40k in 10th edition coming up. There's a lot of stuff to go over. There's a lot of tactical videos up on the channel, which is for free. There's going to be a bunch of perks that you get specifically for being a part of the Dirtbag Nation Patreon page. So first off, we have the first tier, which is $1 a month. You guys get first access to the videos over at patreon.com. You also get access to the Discord, which is specifically a private link in the Discord that only Patreon members can see. So you guys will have first access to that. Also a benefit is Patreons over the Dirtbag Nation get live streamed games on patreon.com streamed from YouTube, but this only links specifically for the patreons.com. So not only do you get first access to these videos, you also get to see live stream games specifically only on patreon.com. The next tier is the Justicar. You guys get a shout out on every single video on YouTube. You also get to support us a little bit more. You get first dibs at voting on Discord, as well as you just kind of say, hey, I just want to be a Justicar Dirtbag and support you guys a little bit more than that $1 a month here. But you get all the same access as well as the different color over on the Discord. So the third tier is the Competitive Dirtbag. This tier, you get a lot more one-on-one coaching. This is a lot of the Dirtbags over on the Dirtbag Nation. They are able to send out messages one-on-one, go over list ideas, tactics, anything you guys want to talk about. When I was getting into 40k, or really any game in general, I always wanted to message the top players in the meta and just ask them questions.
This $10 a month tier gets you that opportunity to message us one-on-one on Discord, so that way we can actually coach you, give you our insights, suggestions, and that's going to get you better at the 40k 10th edition as a whole. So that tier alone, just $10 a month to have one-on-one coaching, one-on-one messages anytime throughout the month, that's going to be a perfect tier for you guys. Even if you're brand new to the game, we go over 1,000 point list, 1,500 point list, 2,000 point brand new starting list, team list, anything you guys need. That's what the competitive dirtbag tier is for. Also, you get a little bit red number name tag on Discord, so people know that you're really serious about getting into the competitive scene. The Grandmaster Dirtbags. This is the all-in-all $25 a month tier. You get one-on-one coaching, everything we said prior to this, but you guys get to see me, Mike, any of the other Dirtbags play your specific list that you want to see tested out live on one of our battle reports. You guys get to mention, suggest videos you guys want to see coming up on patreon.com. So you guys get the above first tier benefit of everything that we do over at Dirtbag Nation. All the support mainly comes from you guys supporting us over here at Dirtbag Nation. And Grandmasters, I can't thank you enough, but for $25 a month, you get one-on-one coaching and anything you want to see live on the tabletop. So you get to see a professional play right in front of you. You guys get to kind of like see it one-on-one, and I'm actually making this specifically for you. There's also TTS events that you guys can suggest. If you guys want to do a first 1 or 2 turn run through on TTS, we can actually log in and coach you one-on-one with that. If you guys see us at any GTs, you guys get special benefits, free dice, stuff like that. Anytime you purchase a merch thing on Discord, you guys get a free limited edition Dirtbag dice sent to you with every single purchase on top of that. So there's a lot of benefits coming up with the Grandmaster Dirtbag. Because I can't thank you enough for supporting us. Definitely let me know which tier would be best for you if you go over to patreon.com and specifically go to a tier. And make sure you don't forget to message me up on Discord. That's where we check every single day. If you guys are really into getting into 10th edition 40k, head over to Patreon, join the competitive Dirtbag or the Grandmaster. Message me as many times as you possibly want, and I'll coach you the best I possibly can on any specific army that you guys play. Mainly our armies right now, currently, going into 2024, is going to be Chaos Space Marines, Grey Knights, Death Guard, and then we have Custodes, Sisters, and I think that's it going into the Wings of 2024. But again, any other army that you guys play, we have other coaches lined up for the Dirtbags that are ready to take on that role of the competitive Dirtbag page. So guys, really appreciate it. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for joining the Dirtbag Nation if you guys are already part of us. And we'll see you in another video soon.